As the calendar turns from November to December, the idea of touchdowns and field goals become three-pointers and jump shots. Good evening, everybody, from Crummy Court right here at the campus of Central Catholic in Oakland, Pennsylvania. We welcome you to the Jack Twyman Tip-Off Classic. I'm Rick DeRubis alongside Ryan Meredith, senior. I can't believe we watched you develop into a senior broadcaster. And my man, Kyle Templin. It is a great night for basketball to start. The gym is packed. We are so happy to be bringing you the game tonight. I know there's a couple of new hoops to jump through to get to the game. Please share that information with anybody you know that would want to be involved with the game tonight. Sorry to keep talking, guys. I'm just excited to be here.
Just a terrific night today. Start of Central Catholic basketball. Nothing better than it.
I would say so. Tip-off won by Gateway. The Gators come in tonight with their starting five. We'll get to everybody that's on the floor. Sherrod, Carr, Pryor, Williams, and Stevenson, and they are all in a row. 0 through 5 minus number 4, like Ryan said it to me earlier. And that is who we have out there. The game, just to give you an idea of what we saw, and tomorrow night's opponent, Penn Hills, out here with a convincing 20-plus point win over Moon Township in the first game of the tournament. So they will play the winner of this game tomorrow night.
Watch out for big scoring tonight. Both teams averaged over 60 points last season.
Yeah, and Ryan, we talked about this, and it's certainly as they try to move inside. Nice steal. I wanted to comment, too, when I saw when we did the starting lineups, Nick Petrunia also still handshake guy. But what caught my attention was Patrick Newell. I mean, we've got a lot of people to talk about. This team is obviously good. We know all the players on the floor. To me, Patrick Newell looked all business.
Oh, yeah.
Like, I'm not here for fun.
Yeah.
I'm here to win.
Yeah.
Oh, and he took care of business right there in the lane. So I watch his play tonight. I don't know that he's going to, pop out and score 20 points, but I think he's going to be in the way, and I think he's going to be in the right place at the right time. Another miss.
And with the absence of Debubba Sheboy, who even needed to play an even bigger role due to the no big man really on this team.
Yeah, Debubba is out for the evening. No word if he will be available tomorrow, but we have our first foul of the season, and thank you, Vikings, for putting up the foul scoreboard.
Yes.
Ryan, we struggled last year trying to figure out who it was. This year, we can look.
For us, that's just absolutely elite.
Yes, it is elite. Good, Kyle.
The other thing I was going to say was that in fairness to all of the handshakes that were done this year compared to last year, they were a lot more conservative this year with the handshakes. I think that, look, there's a lot of high expectations with this team this year. With the seniors all being here, they've been picked by a lot of the experts to go all the way. And so I think that with the handshakes that they've shown that, listen, we're here to get things done.
Speaking of here to get things done, Mr. Reliable, number 1, Randy Wilkerson at the line. First 2 are good. And let's see if he can complete the 3-point play. And he does.
Still an excellent shooter, as he has been for the last 2 years on his varsity team.
I mean, Randy Wilkerson gets it done. What did we say last year, Ryan? All he does is come in and score points.
Yeah.
And that's what he did. Gateway brings the ball back down court, misplay. And Randy's right there with the defense. Gateway able to control. Drive inside. Newell, I think, was there for that half a block that pushed the ball off the mark.
Just terrific contest there.
Yeah, Dante down the floor real quick.
Couldn't hit the 3.
No, could not hit the 3 for Newell, but back down the court comes Gateway. They have numbers, stop, pull-up, jumper, and good. That is number 1 in their first points of the game. Leonard Sherrod. Nice pace to this game. The panty just shook somebody out of their Nikes. That was unreal.
Yeah, that was an amazing crossover there.
And that's why he's been named the best player in the Whitfield. Debatably, in my opinion, he is the best player in the Whitfield.
He is. We've watched enough of this kid's games, just like you, Ryan. We watched him grow up right here on Chuck Crummy Court, and he is a fantastic player. As Gateway drives in for another 2, but let me finish the thought. Sometimes we've seen Dante get a little frustrated, but he's done a good job of putting that behind him. And there goes Dante doing Dante things. But when he puts that frustration behind him after missing a couple of shots, man, if he does that this season with his ball control, the way he does crossover, everything, this is going to be a spectacular season to watch.
As he got the easy bucket there, and that is the reason why he has multiple Division I offers to play basketball.
I'm sure he does.
Yeah,
we don't even have multi-Division I offers to call his games. Yeah. He's got opportunities to go everywhere.
I think you'll see his maturity definitely improve this year. And like Ryan said, I mean, with multiple Division I offers on the table, obviously there are coaches in Division I basketball that feel like he's definitely going to up his game this year as well.
And that's a terrific hustle play there by Patrick Newell, just taking the charge.
Look at him, he's business.
I cannot get over how tall Ryan is right now, standing right next to him.
I know.
It's amazing, isn't it? It's crazy.
I know. Folks, just so you know, this isn't just a job for us. This is actually a lot of fun for us and the entire broadcast crew. And watching the kids grow up, just as much on the court as we have with Ryan here, our senior broadcaster.
Yes.
Peyton Wayner goes up for a jumper. He gets the ball taken from him in the back. Randy Wilkerson pulled that ball behind. Dante, 3-pointer, no good. Gateway on the move. Dante gets a fingertip on it.
Great hustle play there.
And Randy's hustling all over the place.
Yeah. Wow. He's everywhere on the court. It's crazy.
Back when I started, video didn't come along with audio. I'm glad you could see it because I couldn't describe it. That was excellent hustle by everybody in the white tonight. Newell there again.
Another big defensive play by Patrick Newell. But he just throws that one right to the Gateway defender there.
Yeah, tried to get it back over to QB1. Peyton Wayner out on the floor. Congratulations to QB1 and the entire football team. What a run. It may not have been the prettiest beginning of the season. May not have ended how we wanted to, but the Vikes. There's a jumper up, no good. Rebound, Gateway. Going in hard, Newell's there again.
This is going to be a 3-on-1 on the break. It's an easy lay-in there for the QB1, Payne Wayner.
Yeah, but again, congratulations. That was a scrappy football team that made it all the way to the finals this year. We're very proud, but like I said, calendars changed. We got a lot of basketball to look forward to, and another great defensive play Dante unselfishly up to Randy, and it rolls off Randy's fingertips out of bounds. Possession Gateway with 3:13 left to go. Boys, the pace of this game is faster than I can talk.
Yeah, and just terrific job early for Central, getting out on the break and just getting good numbers, good easy lay-ins.
Another thing I'll say about this first 5 minutes of this game, total team.
Yeah.
Randy up with a three-pointer. He's going to miss.
Definitely total team effort.
Ball coming this way for Gateway. Nice move. Oh,
wow.
Man.
A Euro step and one there.
The Euro step for Jaden Carr.
Wow, that was impressive.
It really was. Couple check-ins into this game. Cole Sullivan is in. Cole Sullivan, it listed at 6'5". Cole Sullivan was a big kid last year. Cole Sullivan is a real big kid this year.
Yes.
Some of these guys put on a little weight. I think all of them put on a little height at least. And the first one is missed. Nice rebound there.
As just a little tip around there. Couldn't get control of the rebound for Central and gets in a Gateway basket.
Randy's going to move the ball up the floor slowly. Tommy Christian has it over on the far side. He's going to be double teamed looking for Dante and finds him. What I love when Dante has the ball right here, because I have no idea, and I don't know if he knows what he's going to do, but it's usually something that leaves a defender scratching his head. It's fun to watch. Peyton's got it now, goes inside, tries to get it over. Cole Sullivan goes out of his hands and out of bounds.
Good pass there by Payne. I don't think Cole Sullivan was ready for the pass, but terrific unselfish play there.
That's what I think. I think this year, to get where you're hoping to go and people think you can get to, you're going to have to do a lot of unselfish things.
It's the full court, sort of not, I wouldn't call it a press yet, but more of a pressure.
Perhaps a step there, nothing called. Looking for a three. Gateway, another step. I was going to say, you got to call that one. Coach Urso was the first one to call that one. Happened right in front of him.
Very animated there.
Yes, he was. Happened right in front of him.
Of course, Central only losing one game at home last year, so terrific when they play in this home atmosphere.
I was going to say, I swear every time we were here, it was an exciting game, and they won a lot of ball right here on this floor. Randy's going to take it around, stop, look, he's got to find an outlet. He does. Dante has it. Dante decides to shake everybody, put up something that no one else in this floor could score.
Dante was looking for a foul there, but didn't get it, but still a terrific basket.
Gateway's coach was looking for a travel. He didn't get that either. His foot was on the line, two-pointer up. He hits the floor hard. That is number 5, Michael Stevenson, and he will go to the line.
2 free throws, they'll say his foot was on the line.
Yeah,
Urso was quick to point that one out there.
Well, it's, when it happens right in front of him. He is an animated fella. I do enjoy when he comes up and talks to us about the game. Coach, you won by 64 points tonight. Well, there's things we could improve on. I do enjoy when he stops by. First one up and good. Checking into the game for your Vikes, Bradley Gompers, another kid who clearly gained a few pounds and a few inches, listed at 6'4".
And a young guy, too. He was only on the freshman team last year, and he's already playing varsity, just skips the whole JV level.
And that second one is good. Well, as you pointed out to me, Ryan, and I didn't really think about it, there are 9 seniors on this team. So Gompers, every minute he can get at this level is super important for the future. Beautiful pass by Randy. Tried to get it down to Peyton. Nice steal there by Cole Sullivan. Oh, my goodness. Everybody okay?
Yeah, listen, I'm all for a physical game. You guys know that. I like calling those games, but these refs have got to start getting this stuff under control in the paint, because these kids are starting to go really hard in the paint, and that's great for college basketball and the pros, but in high school, it's going to start getting chippy real fast, and we're only in the first here, and you're going to start to see that here pretty soon if they don't start calling fouls more often down here.
80 seconds left in this first period. First one's a miss by Sullivan.
Of course, Central last year was terrific from the free throw line. Didn't miss very many free throws.
No, they didn't.
So they go 0 for 2 there. But
Again.
Second one, no good, and Cole Sullivan went streaking in. Nice steal by Gompers. Stop, pull up. Comes right back at him off the rim, and
going to be a foul called on Gompers.
Yeah, now we'll get the foul. Also like to point out the student section is, as our man Tom pans the camera, they are in their business cash, I think, tonight.
Very well dressed.
That is correct. Just trying to dress to impress out here on opening night.
Yes.
All right, well, they are, and it is absolutely packed.
Ready for some job interviews.
Well, I can tell you the world is much better in high school. Stay there, kids. Trying to go down low inside is Gateway. Now they're trying to set something up on the far side. This kid can move. He comes in hard. That was another could have been foul, but it was picked up by, was that number 25, Alex Lowry, or I'm sorry, 23, Dallas Harper put back in, and we have a game knotted at 12. 40 seconds left to go. Wayner gets pushed off the line but retains the ball. Gompers has it looking for an outlet. He finds one to DePante. Dante going to take off through the lane, off the glass. And
You're just not supposed to be able to do this on a basketball court.
Beautiful, beautiful.
He is so unbelievably gifted with his footwork just to maintain control.
It's the feet, man. It's shocking that a person does that and doesn't fall down. And Dante's going to pick up that foul.
That's his first foul today. He also has 9 points already.
There's a reason those Division I offers come in.
Exactly.
15, Gateway going to set up for a final shot here, maybe knock the game up or take the 1 point advantage. Trying to drive inside, they do. Nice job by number 5, 3 seconds left on the clock. Randy has it. Can Randy do anything with it? He does get, pretty close, and we will finish this first period tied up at 14. Ryan is here, Kyle is here, Joe is here, and there are hundreds of people enjoying high school basketball tonight. We'll be back in just a few moments for the second period. Knotted up at 14 here in Oakland tonight. Your Central Catholic Vikings looking for the opening win in the Jack Twyman Tip-Off Classic. The winner is awaited by Penn Hills, who put on a display over, I think it was, and I don't remember, but I think it was 64, 68 points.
Yeah, it was definitely
a convincing win over Moon Township. Tommy Christian has the ball. Dante up, no good on the 3.
Tough shot there, couldn't get it to go.
Randy, draining 3. Randy doing Randy things.
He's just a terrific shooter. One of the best shooters in all the Whitfield.
You can't leave that kid open. Quick transition down the floor, though, for Gateway, and they are not having it. And Gateway is a spirited team. Randy has it again. Go ahead, young man.
Bang!
Leave him open.
Some
he
Randy
does
ball.
That. Yeah, they are. They're playing. Yeah, Randy's playing at a different level right there.
He's one of the few players who can just take over the game in a few possessions.
He really can. What's amazing to me too, Ryan, is we watched him do it off the bench. Like he's now a regular starter.
Just incredible player.
Dante up the floor again. Tommy Christian has it. It's got to be the hair over to Randy. Randy stop, pull up.
Contested mid-range, no good.
Yeah. If I was Randy, I'd never even go in the paint.
No.
I'd just do your thing out there.
He can score in the paint too. It's just he's such a great shooter.
Yeah, it's very natural. Gateway trying to slow this game down. Leonard Sherrod with it. Boy, the student section is in it tonight.
If there's one spot you don't want to be if you're a Gateway player, that is right in that corner in front of the student section.
No, a couple of misses there. Another miss. Looking for rebounding, and Ryan,
Gateway
you pointed,
getting awesome offensive rebounds. Though,
you pointed this out to me earlier, Ryan. I think Dante's about to pick up his second foul.
Yeah, I keep an eye on that for the foul terms because he's such an important player to this team. You need to keep him in the game.
What I was going to say, you pointed this out to me early, and I do have the same roster as you have, but there isn't a ton of height on this team.
No, not a ton of height. Of course, Debubba Sheboy out tonight. He's 6'7". He's the real pride and joy, very tall. And last year they had Langston Moses, who also was a very tall person. He's since graduated.
He's a nice kid, too.
Really nice kid.
And so the height just hasn't been there, not a lot this year, so definitely something to keep a lookout for this season.
Yeah, that's, just looking over the huddle here, there isn't a ton of height. I'm also surprised we haven't seen Brady Solinsky yet.
He's rehabbing a hand injury. He's had a sort of cast on his thumb the last couple of weeks. So he got cleared last Friday to play, but he is not playing tonight. I'm pretty sure that's Coach Hirsch's decision. Just rest him until he's 100% to be back.
Having a guy on the inside is uber important. This is very helpful. 2016. Your score here, and again, really the only thing to kind of keep in mind, and they sat him. Number 11, DePanty has 2 fouls.
And Payne Wainer came in for him. And so much depth on this team.
Yeah,
he's the best player on the floor when he's on the court, but there's not a big drop-off because just how much depth.
Yeah, you've got 9 seniors on this team. Long 3, put up, no good. There for the rebound.
As an over-the-back foul called and going to be over, and it's going to be central possession.
Well, that's the thing. Peyton Wainer is probably the shortest guy on the floor. He's in there scrapping.
As Gateway now running a press from full court.
Well, when you take away, the idea of there not being height, you're usually left with speed, and speed we have.
And sort of every central possession they've had, they've been moving around, not staying in one spot. A lot of motion plays, a lot of screens.
And again, you've got Cole Sullivan in there, who's got to be one of the taller players out on the floor. Patrick Newell, also one of the taller players.
And Randy on the ground again with another terrific hustle play.
Tremendous hustle.
Tommy's got a look on the way in off the glass, no good. He had some room, and here comes Gateway, beautiful transition. And 1. Excellent finish by Gateway's number 3, Trey Williams, and he will get an opportunity.
As Pat Knowles called for the foul. That's his first.
Dante going to come right back in, and you'd imagine that the goal is just don't touch anybody.
As the free throw is good.
2019 again. Nobody thought this was going to be easy, and it isn't.
Randy thought about shooting, but gives it up.
I'm kind of surprised.
Mid-range for Payne Wainer.
Peyton puts it down.
And the mid-range is sort of a dying art in the more shooter-friendly basketball. It's been played more recently, but the mid-range is still a very powerful shot to have.
Yeah, I was going to say, having a couple guys that can do it is super important, especially when you have an athlete like Peyton that can obviously condition so well. He can do anything you need him to do. If that shot's open to him, I hope he takes it all day. Just like that
fake.
3, yeah.
And Randy just had him going flying by with the pump fake and drills the 3.
Randy's got 12 points in this one. And it's only not even halfway through the second quarter. Anybody else get the feeling we might see at least an 80 up on this scoreboard tonight?
Pretty high opportunity, I think, especially with these shooters on this team.
Yeah, I mean, honestly, on both teams, Gateway's not slacking.
No, they're staying in this game. There's one every time you think Central, oh, they're about to go on a big run. Gateway brings it back in.
And a miss there by Leonard Sherrod. Randy has it again over to Dante.
Dante makes a terrific move as he kicks out to Peyton Wayner.
Oh, Peyton.
Misses it, but terrific handles there to keep control of the basketball.
Yeah, just watching that was fun. We're going to get a check in too. Gompers is going to come in for Randy at the next stoppage.
Tight defense there by Tommy Christian as he gets it to go on the drive in though.
25-21. Like I said, Gateway's not here to mess around.
No. The thing to point out about Gateway, what's keeping them in this game, is not necessarily that they're playing fast.
And another and one for Dante DePonte.
With Central Catholic, is that they're playing big as they can with their size, and they're playing aggressive. And right now, it's keeping them in the game, and they're not winning the battles right now, but they may end up winning the war. And the reason why I say that is look at the foul totals for the teams, right? I mean, look, their players aren't in any foul troubles early on.
No.
But when we start rolling into the second half, Central might have some problems. And the reason for that is because Gateway is playing aggressive basketball, and Central's trying to play aggressive back, and it's not working for them.
Well, I think you can also play a little looser because you do have a deep bench. You know, obviously people some are out there that are uber important, like at the Panty, like Randy Wilkerson. But when you look down that bench and you see the guys that you have that are able to come in, and think about who's not available. Selinsky's not available. He could play huge minutes.
Sure.
DeBaba's not out there tonight. He obviously would be playing big minutes.
You're not getting the calls from the refs, though.
No, well,
that's the thing.
I will say this. It's 7-6 in the foul column. I don't think they're calling it unfairly. I think they could probably look at this game, and there's probably an infraction on 90% of the plays out there. I mean, it is a bit of a rough and tumble basketball game.
Yeah, it is a rough and tumble basketball game. But what I'm saying is that, yeah, we could probably go, yeah, it's 7-6 is the foul totals. But when we talk about infractions, we're talking about it's 7-6 major infractions versus some minor infractions on the other end. I mean, like, it's different. Gateway's playing a more aggressive game. Central's retaliating, and they're getting nicked for it. And what's going to happen is that's going to catch up with them here in the second half if they're not careful.
It's always the second man in. Halfway through this second quarter, 7-point lead for the Vikes.
Looks like Gateway's trying to slow it down out of the timeout.
I actually think slowing it down a bit would help Gateway if they can do it.
I agree with this lightning fast offense, which seems like Central's playing with this season.
Yeah, I mean, you want to put the ball back in Dante's hands in a quick transition. I don't think you do.
And no shot clock in high school basketball, so still very important. You can take as long as you want to set up a play.
And that's the thing. Gateway, I mean, they're very much in this game. If they can force this here.
Because that ball was tipped there by Cole Sullivan.
But again, nice job. Gateway recovers. There
you go.
If I were Gateway, I don't know that I would keep going to that well. But they do keep ending up on the foul line. You're right.
Exactly. I think that was a designed play. Like, I think that they're designed to go inside and get to the foul line.
If memory serves, they haven't shot a three-pointer, have they?
No.
I don't think they have.
No.
Gateway's now in the bonus now, too, with that last foul.
That last shot was good as well, number one on the
They're not
line.
looking to put the ball outside. They're looking to pound it in the paint and either go to the foul line or get the easy two if they can.
As Gompersor just lost possession of that ball.
And get the and one if they can. I mean, it's...
And so inbound it right in front of the student section.
That seems fun. Well, he did a nice job.
He's going to set his screen there and trying to set up a play, it looks like.
Well, you will not out-hustle Tommy Christian. I know for a fact. I've watched it. And a nice job by the Vikes to get that ball back in their possession. Dante has it. That was just a ridiculous crossover.
It was a great pass down low, but then turns it over trying to go up with a lay-in down.
239.
Christian with the tight defense there.
Inside.
The bank is open on that one.
You beat me to it. You beat me to it, Ryan. The bank was open on that one, 28-24.
Stepanti, open three, can't hit it.
Nice job there by, was that Gompers? Put it back up.
That was Gompers. Great offensive rebound by him.
Bradley Gompers getting the love from across the lane there.
Driving it again, and that one's blocked by Gompers.
Great block.
Oh no!
And Tommy thinks it was tipped off a Gateway player off the block, and he didn't go to touch it, thinking it would go out of bounds. And Gateway just runs in there and grabs the ball before it goes out of bounds, and they get a bucket.
Gateway has been tremendous off the offensive rebounds.
Gompers has got the jump right now. He's in on everything.
If there's one thing that is definitely you could point to the success of keeping them in this ball game, it has been offensive rebounds on their end.
I agree, but I will say this. Gateway is in a tremendously conditioned team. If you're going to keep up with the Central Catholic Vikings, you better be in good shape, and Gateway has it.
After Gompers picked up the foul, they're going to put him back on the bench there.
First one, good. Your Vikes on the floor, by the way. Peyton Wayner, Tommy Christian, Randy Wilkerson, Dante DePanti, and also Patrick Newell. So
Randy's going to bring it up.
Newell has it on the outside. And he's going to drive. And he went in uncontested, just couldn't finish the play.
That was a good job there by Newell to avoid the charge because his feet were clearly set for the Gateway defender, and he has to work away around and make the shot difficult.
Nice transition move by Shaden Carr. Come down and score for the Gateway Gators. It's 30-30. We are tied up here. Nobody take a foul here. I think that's.
As you say it, Tommy Christian picks up the block and foul.
And he is clearly frustrated, and I get it. So that's Tommy's second. Dante has 2. And unfortunately, Gompers already has 3. How many?
2. He has 2. He has 3 points on the day. No, wait, you were right. My fault, Rick.
It's all right, buddy. It's our first game. I feel like we might be in mid-season form already. And that one, this is the first lead of the day for Gateway with 45 seconds left.
All part of the plan, Rick.
That's clearly.
As Dante gets foul driving to the lane, he'll go to the line for 2. And another very athletic play there with a spin to get up and get a lay-in and draw the foul.
That was actually a tremendously athletic play.
You know, as a guy who enjoys basketball but has absolutely no opportunity to play it well, I always wonder, especially when I watch Dante, what your mind process is when you just do 4 different things with your body at the same time and somehow manage to make it all work. Like if I can get one foot in front of the other successfully without falling, I'm like, that's a huge win. Dante's body goes 4 different directions.
I always wonder that whenever I see Sidney Crosby do something on the ice.
Similar, very similar. I mean, it's just it's a freakish talent that you can't teach.
Yeah.
Gateway has the ball and a 1-point advantage with 25 seconds left to go here in the first half.
Seems Gateway's going to hold for last shot here. As the defense chants come from the student section.
It is a crowded student section spilling over to the floor. Now Gateway is going to put it up, and it is
nice
taken
block.
by Dante.
Nice block.
It's in Dante's feet.
But he'll lose
that was
possession.
a crazy shot.
Yeah, I don't, he must have thought that there was less time than there was.
And that's how this first half will end, 32-31 in favor of the visiting Gateway basketball team. Ryan, Kyle, myself, Joe, and Tom will be back in about 8 minutes.
There's a bond among Central people that extends far beyond the 4 years that you spend at this wonderful institution. Should I start with a necktie? That necktie sends a message to a young person who may be immature that there's something beyond you, and this necktie is a symbol of the fact that you had better embrace that something that's bigger than you. You can't replace that. You can't quantify it. You can't draw a picture of it. I'll hear about a Pittsburgh celebrity or a national celebrity, and somebody will say, you know, he's a Central guy. And I would say, I didn't know that. As soon as that Central Catholic word comes out of somebody's mouth, there's a hollow feeling. Unless you're a Central person, you have trouble explaining what that bond is. You really do. You can say it with pride. I'm a Central guy. Still am.
Welcome back here to Central Catholic. Interesting, 32-31 in favor of visiting Gateway. Ryan, what did you see out there? Because this doesn't make a whole lot of sense.
No, it was a terrific start for Central. Came out hot, how they should have came out. Then towards the last 4 minutes, I would say, of the second quarter, things sort of just imploded on them. They had a lot of unnecessary turnovers, a lot of interior fouls led to free throws, and just sloppy basketball.
Well, they came out of that big timeout, 28-22. They had a 6-point lead. They were playing well, and, I mean, they just let it go. They just let it go, and it's uncharacteristic not only for the players that we know out here, but a Coach Urso team.
Yeah, Coach Urso team usually is the opposite. You struggle at the start of the game, they're hot, and then in the second half you come out nowhere hot as a whistle. But
I think they still will. I'm not giving up hope here by any stretch of the imagination. It was just a little different than we're used to seeing out of a Vikings team. 20 seconds back in, and Gateway has it, looking for an outlet, trying to add to this 1-point lead.
Travel called.
And you can see Coach Alvis Rogers, who that happened right in front of. He'll let the referee know.
Maybe it's just that they're only calling fouls on that end of the court tonight.
Maybe. There's Dante with a pull-up jumper in and out. And not the hot start you're hoping for. This is I think this is a great test for the first game of the season. I mean, you're trying to win a home tournament here, and you got some work to do, and I think it will teach you a lot early in the season. Off the glass, no good by Gateway. Dante has it again. He gets across the line.
Kick out wide open, Randy Wilkerson. Can't hit it.
Rare miss.
Yeah.
Rare miss.
And Gateway's pushing it quickly. It results in a basket.
I was going to say, for Gateway, that was the right move.
And Central's trying to match the pace, as now they slow it down, though.
Peyton with it, near side jumper, no good for three. And that's 3 missed shots in the first 90 seconds, and that is certainly not what you're looking for out of the locker room.
Yeah, a little cold start to come out, but you know, all it takes is 1 or 2 shots to get hot, and we've definitely seen that from this team. So
that's a good-looking bucket there.
Urso's going to make some changes, and I'm wondering, Dante's going to come.
Charge going to be called. That's his 3rd foul.
Okay, so this is the absolute 2-minute disaster. If you're coming out of the locker room, Coach Urso, actually right now cool as a cucumber for all intents and purposes, but he's going to have to be very careful. And a 5-point lead for Gateway breaks the press.
As it runs to grab that wide pass, and he's going to miss the layup going in.
Wow, Gateway with the offensive rebounds again.
And that's just failure to box out right there.
Absolutely, and I smell a timeout coming.
If there's ever been a time for one, it would be now.
Yeah, oh, jeez. Randy off his fingertips, hits the line, and that's another turnover. And what is happening? Did someone come onto the floor across the?
There was a warning, a sideline warning there. Looks like some of the students got a little overzealous.
Peyton kicked the ball out of bounds.
As number 0, Leonard Sherrard, was begging for that ball on the inbound. But now they're going to slow it down, and that seemed to work for them so far.
Absolutely.
Charge called there, and another great hustle play by Randy Wilkerson.
Yeah, I was going to say, I don't know if that was a makeup call or what, but I will give this to Coach Alvis Rogers. Gateway is well coached and well conditioned to come in here. I assume this is their first game of the season as well. And to look like this.
This is actually their 3rd game this season.
Oh, is it? Okay.
They're 1-1 so far this year.
Whew. Well, I don't know who they lost to, but And there's DePanty. He's going to get that ball on the inside.
And it seems like every time DePanty's driving into the hoop, he's asking for a foul.
Yeah, he needs to stop doing that.
Yeah.
Because it's not winning him any favors.
No. And the transition game good for Gateway, back up in matches that 2 points.
He needs to let the coach do that for him.
Tommy thought about it, but drives in. What a smart play there.
Yeah, definitely a smart play.
And Tommy Christian has one of the best basketball IQs you'll ever meet.
That also great basketball hair.
Yes, yes.
Peyton Wayner. Get it a little closer, 40-37.
And that's exactly what Central needed right there, just a quick run. Wide open three-pointer. Planks off the backboard.
But that rebound was so wide open.
Yes, and that's something looks like they're struggling with, and which is another thing you have to play in the factor. Is that because there's the absence of Dababa Shibwe?
I can't imagine that helps. I mean, you know, but you play with who's here. And
yeah, you can't rely on one guy to get all your rebounding done. Unless you're the Bulls.
As Randy got called for the foul, but it was going to be on the floor, no free throws, they'll inbound it from under the hoop. That's Randy's second foul.
Also, Randy hasn't had a point since the first quarter.
Yeah.
He's had a couple of shots too. As Wayner's on the ground.
Yeah. Boy, it's remarkable how well conditioned both teams are. Cole Sullivan in the way. Nice job by Cole to close up that hole. Nice crossover. Boy, that's
making all the moves he can to do
it. He really did, and he deserves the love. Jaden Carr. Wow.
Jaden Carr is 13 now.
Yeah.
Randy wanted it, but Payne Wayner's going to shoot it, going to miss it though. Gomper sort of punched it out right to Carr, and Carr's going the other way. As he lost possession of it, seemed like, on the lay-in, and is now Dante going the other way. Wayner, second time around, bang.
And there comes the timeout, and it ended up.
They're calling that a two-pointer though.
Okay, so 2 points and a timeout.
That's a smart timeout there by Gateway.
Yeah, oh yeah, actually, like I said before,
the momentum.
Yeah, I was surprised that, but to Urso's credit, he let his guys play and they played themselves back into a three-point game. I thought a timeout would have come a lot earlier, but that is a good timeout by Gateway. You know, the Vikes had the momentum.
But that's something I love about Coach Urso. He has such confidence in his guys, and it's just really just a lot of trust.
Yeah, I mean, that is true. He doesn't seem to get on his guys whenever they're down. You see some coaches do that a lot. They like to micromanage the game. He doesn't do that. He's just steady, you know, he's steady with the storm, right? So, yeah, I mean, but yeah, when he needs to step in, he does. So, you know, when he does, it's really, you know, a big deal.
This Gateway's going to bring it up now with 2:55 remaining in this third quarter.
I think they'll be happy to slow that pace down.
Just trying to find someone down low. Going to kick it back out. Kicks it down low to a wide open play.
Yeah, who was that had that block? That was Cole Sullivan.
Cole Sullivan, another terrific defensive play. He's just been absolutely locking down on defense.
And that was Gompers.
There. Yeah, great rebounding there by Gompers.
Who's in this game with 3 fouls. Dante needs an outlet, finds one.
Gets Gompers. He's terrific pass.
Excellent pass.
He's not going to get it go, but he'll go to the line for 2 free throws.
Yeah, nice job by Gompers and Sullivan on that one.
Gompers really stepping up his game on the rebounds here, and that's what they needed. They needed someone to step up with these rebounds because everyone was just standing around. And Gateway is just picking off all these rebounds in the paint.
I haven't seen Patrick Newell. who started the game.
No. Well, didn't he get 3 fouls early?
He did, yes.
Yeah. We might see him later then.
Yeah, I would assume he's a fourth quarter guy or fourth period guy.
Coach Urso's been really rotating those two in and out. Hasn't really had them on the floor at the same time.
Yeah, well, and we are the closest we've been in a while. 1 point game, 42-41, whereas we thought we might see 80 hung up there. I think we're going to struggle to see 60s on either side. That first quarter was a scoring bonanza.
Of course, last season, Central averaged 59.5 points, almost 60 points, and last year, Gateway averaged 63 points. So definitely explosive offenses when they get the chance, but not overly explosive.
Yeah, but that wasn't the case in that first quarter. Everything went in. Now baskets are a little harder to get here in the waning moments of the third.
I think that some of that probably has to do with the physicality of this game in the first half too.
Here comes Dante, going to push it into Gompers. Gompers goes off the glass and can't get it to fall.
And it's going to be a reach foul there by Randy.
Yeah, I mean, he knew it too as soon as he did it.
That'll be Randy's third foul too.
Yeah.
As Payne Waiter's going to check out and Tommy Christian's going to come back in.
And again, you know, Tommy Christian will not run out of energy. So if you need to run off this next 73 seconds, he's your guy.
Going to swing it out. They love slowing it down and playing it to their game.
Well, and they're really good at it. I mean, you know, again, I don't know who that loss was to, but it must have been a pretty darn good team. They know their jobs at Gateway, and they're doing them pretty well. Creating room inside, and I mean, just Gompers just goes, he goes way over the top.
That foul was going to be on the floor.
35.
The one loss Gateway has this year is to Alderdice. They beat Mount Lebo in their first game and lost to Alderdice in their second.
I haven't seen Alderdice play, but I have seen Gateway play, and it's pretty good.
That was the team that knocked Central out of the state playoffs last year.
But are they? I don't know who they brought back. I don't know how that went, but obviously they have a strong program there. Going inside. Peyton Wayner was looking to the near side. He had Randy Wilkerson wide open, and a nice defensive play there by Gateway to push it out. 19 seconds left to go here in the third. Looking for Tommy Christian. Instead goes inside. Dante DePanti slid right in and put it up for two, and back to that 1 point lead. If you'd have told me that after that first minute and a half of this third, that there could be a 1 point lead.
The fadeaway as the buzzer hits, as that's good.
1 point lead for Gateway as we get ready for the fourth. We'll be back in a minute. We are back here in Oakland. Central Catholic down by 1, and we had talked in that third about Coach Urso. Ryan pointed to me and said, "Look down here now." Coach Urso got into his small package there on the floor and gave the starters the business a little bit.
Well, you know, they need the business.
That's a deep two-pointer. Can't hit it, but he gets his own rebound.
He also got slapped on the hands on the way up. Nothing called. You could hear it. Woo!
That's what I mean. It's been a physical game all night.
I don't know how you avoided calling that one when you can hear it.
Nevertheless,
that's been the game.
19 points for number 11, Dante.
He is the leading scorer in the game. The second leading scorer in this game was number 1. He just missed a three-pointer, and Gateway missed a couple of opportunities. Coming down with it is Central Catholic. Nice grab by Cole Sullivan, and we've already got motion up here.
Randy's floater.
Randy hit the floater. Can't hit it.
And on the ground once again.
He's scrappy. Dante, three-pointer. Up, no good. Off the rim, and the transition game 2-on-1. Nice job.
It's going to be a hard foul, and it's good.
Hard foul.
Jaden Carr is a fantastic basketball player.
He's having himself an absolute night. 15 points.
Yeah. Yeah, and he's taking a lot of abuse tonight.
Yeah,
and he just keeps getting back up, man.
Yeah, he is. He's a warrior out there right now. Certainly not only a team leader in points, but...
And you can't shake him. I've never seen him get up and have an attitude about it or anything. You can't shake him.
I haven't seen him ask for a foul.
No.
He just plays basketball.
He just plays basketball.
In a real good style at a real good pace.
Yeah.
Payne kind of goes off the back of the Gateway defender.
I thought there might be a foul there for a reach. But
yeah, I thought so too, but no call.
Definitely not how he drew it up.
The travel? Yeah. Got the call on the travel.
Checking back into the game is number 22, Patrick Newell. So as mentioned before, he's playing with 3 fouls, I believe. Back in the game, 6:28 mark of the 4th. So you got Peyton, Randy, Dante, Patrick, and Tommy Christian.
Randy with the pump. Thought about shooting it, but doesn't end up doing it.
Randy likes to get lost behind everybody, and just nobody thinks about him being there, and that's when he is so deadly. He's going to bring that ball to the top, going to try to drive inside over to Tommy Christian. Tommy with the 3, no good.
Could not hit that one. And now Gateway, I'm assuming they're going to slow it down here. As they do.
That's unpopular here.
Very late whistle, too.
Yeah.
Unpopular at the Chuck Crummy court.
Yeah.
For all the things that have been happening in this game.
Yeah.
As that was an easy fast break, too, if they didn't call that foul.
Yeah.
That's Central's 6th foul, 2 fouls away from the bonus.
Yeah, and nowhere in sight is Gateway with only 2 team fouls in the second half. That seems unrealistic as well. So you're going to have to let some guys glide like they just did, giving up the 1-point advantage. Dante just got fouled. And you know what? This is, I think, as much as I want the Vikes to win this game, I mean, I'll just straight up be a homer here. This is an opportunity for Dante to take over, and he just might.
Hits all backboard, no rim there.
Yeah, all air ball there. You know, D1 schools will probably watch this video and see what he does in this opportunity with 5 minutes left.
Well, they want to see that level of maturity that he should be stepping up with this year.
Yeah, I mean, if you're going to. And there's another opportunity.
You know, again, you can't sit down, you can't sulk, you can't jaw jack to the refs. You got to get your team back in this.
Yeah, I mean, the 19 points is nice, but I'm sure they'd like to see 25 and a win.
That's a great kick out there by Tommy Christian.
It is. It is. And like I said, Newell's been all business this whole game.
And another ugly-looking shot.
Yeah, I mean, they're starting to force. They don't find themselves down on this floor very often. In fact, this is really the first time in a couple years I think my eyes have seen them down by 3 points on the floor here.
And you're only down 3. There's no need to force anything yet.
Absolutely not.
Well, and this is where you wonder if they're forcing because they're forcing or they're forcing because they're tired.
Now, that's the thing. This team just seems so well conditioned, some of them just coming off the football field. Again, I give all the credit, not all, but a lot of credit to Elvis Rogers, the coach. He's got a well-coached team. On the line, no good for the first one. On the line, by the way, is number 23, Dallas Harper.
As Cole Sullivan's going to check into the game.
Crowd trying to help, didn't.
Yeah, nice effort.
Yeah,
and Coach Ursa is going to call a timeout here.
I think it's a good timeout.
60-second timeout.
We'll take a quick timeout too, Joe. We'll be back.
There's a bond among Central people that extends far beyond the 4 years that you spend at this wonderful institution. Should I start with a necktie? That necktie sends a message to a young person who may be immature that there's something beyond you, and this necktie is a symbol of the fact that you had better embrace that something that's bigger than you. You can't replace that. You can't quantify it. You can't draw a picture of it. I'll hear about a Pittsburgh celebrity or a national celebrity, and somebody will say, you know, he's a Central guy. And I would say, I didn't know that. As soon as that Central Catholic word comes out of somebody's mouth, there's a hollow feeling. Unless you're a Central person, you have trouble explaining what that bond is. You really do. You can say it with pride. I'm a Central guy. Still am.
About halfway to go here in this fourth, and an odd situation for the Vikings. Find themselves down by 4. The cliche cabinet is open. You bought the whole seat, but you only need the edge, boys. And that was anticlimactic. I should have saved it. What'd they do there?
This will be a travel called. Wait.
Randy had the ball, and there can't be a travel.
The Gateway coach was calling for a travel, but not sure what the whistle was.
Did he get a warning, maybe?
I'm not exactly sure what went down there.
I mean, he's on the floor.
Yeah.
Nice snag by Randy.
It's a wide open Tommy Christian. Bang. Drills the three-pointer.
I feel like that was a well-drawn-up play there.
Now is when I wish I would have said what I said 12 seconds ago.
Don't worry, pal. It's only the beginning of the season.
And we got a steal
terrific
here.
defensive play, and Peyton Wayner goes the other way. It's good, and Central has the lead back.
I was almost timed out perfectly.
And just like that, a 5-point swing for the Vikes gets them in the lead. Oh, it's taken away. Cole Sullivan.
Cole Sullivan's a big kid that means business.
It's a cross-court pass. Tommy had to go all the way up to get that one. Randy three-pointer. Can't hit it.
Randy needs some points
Cole
here.
Sullivan gets fouled on the rebound.
And I think it's time to stand because everybody else is. And inbounded. Randy has it.
Over to Dante. Dante gonna drive it in.
Dante was behind. He was behind and managed to make that pass.
Randy can't hit it there either.
Randy hit a cold streak, but he's still hustling.
Has played terrific defense all day.
Wow. Fantastic save on the other end by Gateway.
As they'll be out off of Central, Gateway will remain possession.
Well, I'll tell you what. I mean, that streak right there, that Central came back and took the lead. I mean, that first play was definitely a well drawn out play, but everything else that happened after that was amazing.
His foul is called there.
Yeah, that's the fouls.
Cole Sullivan will receive that one.
That's Sullivan's third. And with 2 minutes remaining, no need to worry about fouls there. Still has three to give, so very much safe in terms of fouls for him.
Jaden Carr back at the line.
16 points now for him with a chance for 17. He hits it.
And he does.
As Gateway retakes the lead.
Tommy with on the far side to Peyton. Peyton to Cole Sullivan. Looking for room, finds Dante. Dante puts it up.
And a massive three-pointer.
And that's why you get D1 offers.
And this place just erupted when he made that one, and now you're up 2.
A turnover right here would just be splendid. Under 2 minutes to go.
Has a little hesitation there by Carr. Minute 45.
You can hear the rumble of the home crowd.
Ooh! Gonna be fouled.
Peyton hit the floor hard.
Peyton commits a foul, but he kind of got hit when he was given the foul.
Yeah, I would imagine if Peyton could have backed out of that one, he would like to.
Again, it's been like this all game.
Dallas Harper at the line misses the first.
And now he can only cut the lead to 1 if he makes this one. That's a big miss for Gateway.
It is. Boy, there was all kind of grabbing there.
There's 2 Central players on the floor, and it's a wide open 3 for Gateway as they go up 1.
Wow.
As the press struggling to get it in, but Dante looking to push it quickly.
94 seconds left to go. Dante hacked on the way in.
Easy foul call to make there.
Gray suit with the Yarmir Yager haircut is very upset in the front row.
Yes.
It's the classic Yags look.
Yes.
Thompson has 13 points today and 4 fouls, so 1 more and he's out of here.
Dante's going to miss that first one. This one pivotal.
Yes.
Free throw's good, and we're tied. Timeout, Urso. 30-second timeout.
Joe, I have to say, if you were going to have us back for another season of basketball, you could have picked an easier game for us to call.
Yeah, I don't know if my heart can take this one.
But boy, it is fun. By the way, tell all of your you have no idea, folks. Tell all of your friends that the way to get to basketball games, because we will have tomorrow night's action as well, regardless of what game we're playing in, you have to go to the Central website, and there is a banner at the top that says, click here for basketball, and you'll be able to register through there. So let everybody know tomorrow night we will be here regardless of the game that we're playing in to have the conclusion of this tournament, the Jack Twyman Tip-Off Classic happening this weekend. Great weekend for high school basketball.
89 seconds remaining. Tie ball game. This is what you live for.
Yeah, man. You didn't practice all those days not to be able to win this game, and that's for both teams. I mean, this.
As the student section is jumping now. This Gateway will bring it up.
The tribute to the White Stripes. I'll take it.
I don't know what
all
was
right,
going on.
no, I don't know.
I don't know what was going on over there, but
I know it wasn't on Peyton. They're going to call that, I think, on.
No,
it was on Peyton. My goodness, and they put Jaden Carr on the line.
And they're going to go to the line for 2 because they're into double bonus now too, and that's Payne's 4th as well. So sort of not what you intended coming out of the timeout.
I'm not even really sure what the purpose of that one was.
The free throw's good, and they take the lead back. second one's good too.
Now you got a timeout called by Gateway.
Yeah, smart move by Gateway there.
30-second timeout.
Yeah, we'll just stay here.
Yeah, I don't know what was going on over there, but they got wrapped up together, and yeah, it just, there was definitely some shenanigans that were going on, and and we've seen all game. I'm not saying that there's bias or anything going on. All I'm saying is that whenever something like that has happened, it has not gone in the favor of the Vikings.
No, it hasn't.
So you just would feel like you would just stay away from that if you were Central. So.
And now coming out of this timeout, you would think Central wants to put it into the hands of number 11.
Yeah, and I think if you're number 11, you want it in your hands. I mean,
absolutely.
I think it.
Gateway's number one job here is to keep it out of Dante's hands.
Yeah, what do they say in the replacements? Winners always want the ball.
Winners always want the ball.
So let's see what they've got. And now it is in the hands.
Yeah, no, it's not.
Quickly back to Tommy Christian.
And you get it across half court here.
And Tommy gets it across half court when we are under 60 to play.
So Tommy looking for Dante, going to hit him. Going to drive in.
Nothing called and missed, and somebody's going to have to do something.
It's 45 seconds now remaining. And no shot clock, so you think they're trying to hold this for as long as they can.
Yeah.
You think, and now Dante's going to foul. That's Dante's fourth, too, so kind of the guy you didn't want to give up the foul.
Right.
And it's the guy you didn't want to have the ball, Jaden Carr. 19 points.
Since they're in the double bonus, they get 2 free throws. First one's good. He's up to 20 now. Second free throw, no good. Big miss there. Still one possession game.
Big miss. Dante with it.
Corner 3, Randy Wilkerson. Got it.
Randy brought the house down.
Wow.
And an and one three-pointer. Chance to take the lead. And what a swing.
Uh-oh.
That is why I woke up this morning.
Ice in his veins.
I love it.
So the Gateway coach, when he came over, he pointed at 2 things.
And Randy Chance coming from the crowd.
He pointed at the line, and then he pointed at the clock. So they fixed the clock.
Yeah, I was going to say, they'd added 4 seconds.
But it looks like they're going to hold. It looks like they're going to hold that he was definitely behind the line.
Oh, he was definitely behind the line. I mean, when he fell backwards, he almost hit the first row.
And big free throw here.
I love it.
Randy, no good on the free throw.
Oh, boy.
This was tied here. 20 seconds. His car's on the ground, but he gets
Just don't, whatever happens here, don't let the referees have anything to do with it.
No, you don't want to allow a foul here. 5 seconds. 4, 3, wide open three-pointer. Bang!
Wow.
And they drill it as time expires.
Wow. Wow. Tremendous effort there by Carr. And he's had a tremendous game.
Yeah.
Just if you could, I mean, if there was one kid that you had to root for from Gateway the whole game, it was definitely him.
As much as I don't want to see the Vikes walk off losers here, I'm glad I watched that game, and that kid deserves every pat on the back he's getting.
He does. He had a tremendous game.
And what an
just
incredible
balled
shot.
the whole game.
Jaden Carr
out
drills
the
a
whole
three-pointer.
game. Yeah.
What a game. Just a fantastic basketball game to watch. If you just tuned in randomly and you didn't care about either one of these teams,
yeah,
You got everything you paid for.
No doubt. No doubt.
Everything seems to be ending in a peaceful fashion.
Oh, yeah.
I don't think there's any.
No, I don't think there was
no
any
hard feelings. That
yeah.
was just.
A lot of hard basketball, but no hard feelings.
What? Is somebody on the floor in front of us?
I believe so.
Okay, so we'll be back tomorrow night for the next game, and for Ryan, Kyle, and myself, we'll talk to you later